Hi everybody, my name is Maria and welcome back to Blending at the Beginning, a phonics tutorial program that you can use with early readers, English language learners, or anyone else who wants to learn phonics. My step-by-step, easy-to-follow program gives you the tools you need to teach phonics skills, so essential when learning to read. Let me show you how. But before we start blending at the beginning, let's first introduce the vowel sound. And this lesson is all about short O. So I've uploaded lesson 3, short O, from my learning guide to a link in the description box. All right, the first thing I would tell my class students to make a nice round ah, because that's the sound of short O. Ah. Short O also says oh in words like dog, but it's still considered short O. Okay. The next step is to show them words with pictures that begin with short O so they can really hear the sound when it comes at the beginning of the word. Here are some examples. October, and you can show them otter, octopus. Now, I would not ask them to give you words that begin with a short O like I did in my previous lessons, only because words like around and about begin with an A, and we call that the schwa sound. So in this case, I would just give them the words, and they'll discover more words as they begin to read. Okay, the last thing is to sing our song, our vowel song. O says ah, O says ah. The letter O can say ah, the letter O can say ah. O says ah, O says ah. Okay, so here we have our short O. It will be in the middle of the word, not the beginning. It still says ah. For this lesson, you will need one color letters in consonant letters in one color, and then the vowels A, I, and O in another color. You can use stickies, sticky notes, index cards, whatever you need or whatever you have to make the letters. And please use lowercase letters. And one more thing. In order to work in this program, the child must be, and to be successful, the child must have mastery of the consonant sounds or beginning sounds, because we work with them when we work with the vowel. All right. Now in my introduction, and it would be helpful to learn more about my program if you're interested to go back to the introduction. We talk about the baby sound. When we blend at the beginning, we blend the initial consonant and following vowel sound first. Now this is the baby sound, so you would review with the child. This is the baby sound. The baby can't say the whole word, just the beginning. And this line stands for the final consonant we'll be adding. Okay, so we look at this word. Now O says ah, and we blend them. B, ah, ba. So you can help the child with that. K, ah, ka. N, ah, na. Now you might be saying, stop, stop, it says no. It does say no if another letter would not be following. But since another consonant is coming here, the sound is na. The baby sound is na, and the vowel is saying ah. When another consonant follows the vowel, it's going to say the short sound. We call the CVC words, consonant, vowel, consonant. It always says the short sounds. Okay. So now we've gotten past that. You can ask, now let's give the child a chance to try. Can you show me ma? Or maybe ga? Okay, and let them try. All right, so we started with the beginning sound. And one quick note, if they're having trouble finding the letters, you can just make the choice smaller. Maybe just give them 4 or 5 letters. This is a hands-on activity. Children learn, students learn, people learn through hands-on movement. It helps to reinforce the learning. Okay, so now we've done the baby sound. Now it's time to make words. So you could start off and show them, make a word. All right. Now, if they can read the word, that's fine. If not, that's when we do our blending rhythm. The vowel is ah. The baby says ba. The word is box. All right, and then you can give them another word and see if they can read it. All right. See if they can read the word. If not, again, help them with the blending rhythm. The vowel's ah, the baby says ga, the word is got. Or you could say, what does the baby say? I always tell them to look at the vowel first. A lot of this information I'm giving you is broken down in my introduction. And I want to let you know I am going through this quickly. You can take more time with the activities. I just want to demonstrate them quickly to you, each area. All right. One other thing. As you learn the words, and I'm not going to do this for all of the words, you could write the word, and then at the end of the lesson, you could read the words together. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to put up the word hop. So you'd put this up, and again, see if they can read the word. Remember, they look at the vowel first. All right, and let's say they know the word or you've helped them with the word. This time you can let them change the final consonant. And you can say, can you change hop to hot? And see if they can do that. All right. And then you could say, could you change hot to hog? Okay, hog is one of those little, has a little aw in there a little bit. Hog. Now, I talked to you earlier about CVC words. For those that you can extend, you feel like they're ready to extend the lesson a little bit, we can have a CVCC word, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant. And this is an example. All right. Now, this is not so. Remember, another letter is going to follow. The vowel is ah. The baby says sa. And then we're going to put this. So you could help them and see. So the vowel is ah. The baby says sa. The word is soft. That's a little all too, but it goes with the dog group. Soft. And then we have one more CVCC word. And I'm going to upload in the description box some paper that lists CVC words, CVCC words, vowel, consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant. And that way you can make some words at home with your child or whoever you're working with. All right, now here's one more. We can extend it. See if they can read this. All right, the vowel's ah, so have them look, pa, pond. So please remember that I'm moving through this very quickly, just giving you a couple examples that you can do with the learner and show and demonstrate how to teach blending at the beginning. So you know, it might take students several lessons for the baby sound. Maybe they just need the baby sound in one lesson, but several lessons for the final consonant. So really gauge what they're able to do, and when they've mastered it, then feel free to move on. All right, now we're going to be working with rhyming words. Rhyming words blend at the end, if you think about it, word families. But it's important that learners or early readers learn rhyming words because it helps with fluency and word recognition. So even though we blend at the beginning, we do want to teach rhyming words and blend rhyming words. All right, let's get started with rhyming words. All right, let's start with the word dot. And you can say to them, can you read this word? And if they can, move forward. If not, break it down. Look at the vowel. The vowel's ah, the baby says da, the word is dot, or just d, ah, da, dot. And now let's make some rhyming words. You can ask them, can you change dot to hot? See if they can do that. And then maybe you can change it and say, can you read this word? See if they can read the word. And then you can ask them to make not. So sometimes, and then you can change it and see if they can read it. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is a little more difficult. We are going to work with the short O and change either the initial or final consonant. So initial consonant or final consonant. So I'm going to start with the word dog. Again, have them read it. Help them out if they can't. And again, you can keep listing these words as you work with them. And then you can change dog and say, can you read that? See if they can read it. And then maybe you could say to them, can you change log to lot? See if they can do that. And maybe lot to hot. And then it can be your turn, and you can change it and see if they can read it. Okay, now let's review what we've learned. Okay, we started off with the baby sound. Then we added a final consonant. Then we changed the final consonant. Then we worked with rhyming words. And then we changed either the final consonant or the initial consonant. Okay. All right, this book is called a flip book, and I just made it, and if you go back to one of my earlier videos, I have other activities, learning activities I made to help reinforce, one of which is this flip book, and basically you just have consonant, consonant, and then a vowel. So we have our C, B, C words, and they can just flip and read the words, find different words. And here I have it in red, but you can also make the consonant in the same the vowel in the same color as the consonants, because eventually they're going to have to read it that way. Okay. The very last activity we're going to be working on is building comprehension with the new vowel and the new words they made. Okay, so the children can, or the student, when seeing the word in context, can begin connecting meaning. So I've just written some simple sentences using short O words, and of course some sight words like the, in, and is. And you can help the student read the words. Take a minute to make sure they're comprehending what they're reading. And you can also, when you're just learning a new word or a word they're not familiar with, especially for English language learners, take a minute to develop vocabulary. So this is something you can do as an extension activity. All right, let's start working with vowels. Okay, so here we're starting with the word pan. All right, and you could ask them, can you change pan to pin? And then can you change pin to tin? So we're going to work with the vowels and the consonants. Okay. Can you change tin to tan? And then you could change it on your own and say, well, what letter is this? And see if they can figure that out. Tap. And then you can say, can you change tap to top? And can you change top to hop? Okay, now it's time to practice what they've learned so they can retain and apply short O words when reading and writing. Now, I do believe pencil and paper activities can be beneficial. This is an example of a practice phonics book that I picked up at Lakeshore Learning. You might find something else that meets your needs. I like this one because I felt like the activities were fun, meaningful, and supports my program. Also, all the short and long vowels are covered in this book. Earlier, I showed you the flip book that I made. Check out my previous videos, Introduction in Short A and Short I, for other fun activities, reinforcement activities you can make, and then apply short O to those activities. Also, I share some commercial products I thought would be helpful when teaching phonics. Keep the learning fun with lots of praise. Please like and subscribe. Short U is on the way. Thank you for blending at the beginning with me.